They warned me they'd have me arrested not for drugs or explosives, but for planting tulips. Yes, tulips. I stood in my front yard, clutching the absurd citation letter, wondering if I'd stumbled into some alternate reality or a scrapped episode of a prank show. The HOA enforcer, a balding guy with oversized sunglasses, strutted off like he'd just served justice. The letter cited Section 4A, non-compliant floral aesthetics, and demanded I remove all non-neutral colored flowers within 48 hours or face legal action. I laughed aloud. Who threatened someone with jail over pink petals? They didn't know me yet. I just moved back to my childhood home after college, planning a summer recharge before starting my new job. This house had been in my family for generations. I'd grown up here, biking down this very sidewalk, memorizing every crack in the driveway. But in the few years I'd been gone, the neighborhood had morphed into a battleground. Leading the charge was Linda, no pseudonym needed. That's her real name, Linda Voss, HOA president, champion of beige conformity, and self-crowned ruler of the cul-de-sac. I met her the day after the tulip notice. I was grabbing my mail when she screeched to a halt in her golf carties. She patrols in a golf cart. She wore a wide-brimmed hat, clattering pearls, and a glare that could curdle milk. "Sophie," she barked, dragging out the, "Oh," like it pained her. "We take our standards seriously here. This is a place of order, not chaos. Your flowers disrupt the visual harmony." I blinked. "They're just tulips." Her eyes narrowed. "They're too bold." I almost laughed again, but her tone stopped me. This wasn't about flowers, this was about control. She scanned my lawn like a general sizing up a war zone. I knew this was only the beginning. She didn't realize who she was up against. I wasn't some pushover anymore, and she had no idea my mother was none other than Clara Denise Hart, the mayor. I didn't play that card yet. He wanted to see how far she'd push. Spoiler, she went way too far. Within a week, I got 2 more citations, one for a non-compliant, bright orange garden hose, another for an unauthorized porch swing that didn't match the HOA's 82-page style guide. Yes, it exists, complete with approved mailbox fonts. I started documenting everything, the letters, the rules, Linda's late-night notes taped to my door. At night, I'd scroll the neighborhood forum, reading complaint threads like a drama series. Linda starred in every one, terrorizing residents into submission. One guy whispered to me at the pool she'd fined him for overly enthusiastic dwarf sunflowers. Another said she'd scolded her kid for sidewalk chalk. Everyone feared her. They called her the overseer behind her back. HOA meetings were her stage, the board her puppets. I decided I wouldn't be another marionette. So, I replanted the tulips, rainbow ones, reds, purples, even striped hybrids from a quirky downtown shop. I strung fairy lights around the garden, turning it into a whimsical wonderland. That night, my Ring camera caught Linda sneaking onto my lawn at 11:42 p.m., snapping photos in a hoodie. The next day, a DULA 500 daily fine arrived for floral noncompliance, claiming I was undermining neighborhood unity. This wasn't about flowers, it was war. I kept my mom out of it. She'd have stormed in with city muscle, but I wanted to fight this myself. Let Linda underestimate meshed bury herself soon enough. My TikTok, originally for food reviews, exploded when I posted clips of her antics, the letters, and mock reenactments. HOA Linda Chronicles became a hit, racking up 100,000 followers in days. Comments rolled in. "This needs a Netflix special. Blink if Linda's holding your tulips hostage." The internet was my army now. Linda upped the ante. She sent an HOA-wide email branding me a repeat offender and accused me of sparking a rebellion. She claimed my lights drew dangerous insects, a public health threat. Even the cops got dragged in, sort of. 2 officers showed up after a disturbance call, glanced at my garden, and said, "This is gorgeous." I gave them lemonade. They stayed 10 minutes. Linda didn't relent. She paraded her dog past my house daily, jotting notes. I caught her measuring my grass. She cited me for overly decorative doormats, then dropped the bombshell, a red-inked letter threatening citizens' arrest for continued violations. That's when I knew she'd crossed into crazy and set herself up for a fall. She had no clue she was threatening the mayor's daughter. The payoff was going to be epic. By week 2, my house was a quiet war zone, petals and lights masking a brewing showdown. Linda thought she was untouchable, rolling by at 7:06 a.m. In her golf cart, clipboard in hand, her yappy dog in shades beside her. I watched from my window, coffee in hand, waiting for her to crack. She built a network of porch watchers. There was Binocular Betty, fake reading her paper while spying, Ted the Snitch, reporting rogue gnomes, and Shy Sam, who once mumbled a warning before fleeing. Sam hinted at a secret rulebook, piquing my curiosity. Another find came for disruptive gathering me and my cousin eating popsicles on the steps. Sam whispered, "She keeps extra rules separate," then bolted. Secret rules? I had to know. I borrowed my friend Rachel's HOA badge, donned glasses and a mask, and slipped into the next meeting. Linda unveiled her enhanced aesthetic enforcement list flip-flops banned after 6 p.m., wind chimes with over 5 tubes labeled Sonic Clutter, no plastic flamingos. My jaw dropped. She crafted a shadow law system, and the board just nodded. One guy, Phil, questioned the fine's legality. Linda icily suggested he move. The room hushed. I left with a plan. Rattle her grip. I poked back subtly brighter lights, a loud sunflower doormat, a gnome named Gus. Each move hit TikTok, and the internet roared. A lawyer offered pro bono help to topple tyrant Linda. She slipped naming me in an HOA email, sparking resident pushback. Her ban on HOA social media mentions leaked to a local reporter, hitting blogs. I wanted her to feel it IRL, so I threw a flower freedom barbecue, bright blankets, loud lo-fi, a flamingo ice bucket. Linda stormed in, slapped ribs from my hand, and hissed, "You'll regret this. We know people in high places." She had no idea I held the trump card. The next morning, my doorbell rang frantically. 3 guys stood there, clipboard man and 2 neon-vested goons. "Sophie Hart, you're under citizen's arrest for HOA violations," he declared. I stared. "Seriously?" Linda smirked from across the street, filming. I stepped out, phone recording. "Say it again for the camera, arrest over flowers?" They faltered. Neighbors gathered, filming too. Then, perfect timing, a cop car rolled up. Linda ranted about my threat to harmony, but the officer sighed, "You can't arrest over flower colors." He warned her off touching me. Her posse shrank, her smugness melted. I turned to the crowd. "You've barked up the wrong tree, Linda. I'm Sophie Hart, daughter of Mayor Clara Hart." Silence. Linda paled. The cop raised an eyebrow. "The mayor's kid?" "Yep," I said. "I let her dig her hole." Linda croaked, "You tricked me." "No, you bullied the wrong person." I posted the video of YU sword. Comments erupted. Plot twist of the century. Linda vanished for days, her golf cart still. The HOA went quiet. Flamingos popped up. I wasn't done time to wield real power. I hit City Hall, securing a fast-tracked community garden permit for my lawn. Unity garden? HOA rules couldn't touch it. I added a sign, "Free seeds, benches, legal chaos" for Linda. She tried confronting me, but my permit silenced her. Families flocked, painting rocks, sharing plants. A news crew filmed it. From fines to freedom. Linda's arrest flop aired. She was done. The HOA board ousted her 6-1 after a fruit tray-throwing meltdown. She retreated, spotted later stocking shelves at the dollar store, name tag reading Linda. I grinned, buying gum. But a note arrived. "You think it's over?" "It's not." She wasn't gone, just plotting. Spring bloomed. Unity Garden thrived. I joined the HOA as VP, axing her rules. Flamingos multiplied. Another letter came. "Peace is temporary. Order returns." I laughed. Let her try. I had the garden, the city, and the neighborhood. She'd face a legend next time, not just tulips.